Chosen one, you are the only person on earth God gave this exact combination of gifts. You were not led here by accident, and if you leave too quickly, you may miss something that was meant to unlock a blessing you have been waiting for. I am speaking directly to you because there is something within you that no one else carries in the same way, and it is time for you to understand it clearly. I formed you with intention, and every part of you holds purpose, even the parts you once questioned or tried to hide. Listen closely, because what you are about to realize can shift how you see yourself and your future forever. This is not small, and it is not random, and it is not meant for someone else. Type 1111 if you believe. You are the only person on earth who carries this exact combination of gifts, because I designed you with precision, not imitation. There may be others who share one or two of your strengths, but no one holds them together in the same way, shaped by the same experiences, refined by the same struggles, and guided by the same unseen hand. I did not create duplicates when I made you. I created a living purpose that cannot be replaced or copied. What you have inside you is not just talent, it is a calling woven through your life from the very beginning. That is why certain paths have opened and others have closed, because I have been guiding you towards something that only you can fulfill. You have questioned your worth at times because you compared your journey with others, but I never asked you to become someone else. I asked you to become fully who I created you to be, without fear and without shrinking. The reason you felt out of place in certain environments is because you were never meant to fit into spaces that could not hold your purpose. I allowed discomfort to grow in you so that you would not settle in places that would limit what I placed inside you. Even when you felt lost, I was shaping your understanding and preparing your spirit to recognize your uniqueness. Pause for a moment and give this video a like, because what you are receiving right now is meant to reach you at the exact time you needed it. You carry gifts that go beyond what you can see with your eyes, and many of them have been developing quietly while you thought nothing was happening. Your patience, your ability to feel deeply, your awareness of things others overlook, your strength to endure when others give up, all of these are part of the combination I gave you. These are not accidents or random traits. They are pieces of a design that is unfolding step by step. Even your past pain has shaped how your gifts function, giving you insight and compassion that cannot be taught. What you once thought weakened you has actually made your calling stronger. There are moments when you felt like you were falling behind, but you were never behind in my plan. I was aligning the right moments, the right lessons, and the right growth, so that when your time comes, you will be ready in a way others are not. The waiting you experienced was not punishment, it was preparation. The silence you endured was not abandonment, it was refinement. I have been working within you even when you could not see any outward change, building something that will reveal itself at the right time. Type Amen to affirm. You are not here to blend into the crowd, and that is why your path has felt different. I did not call you to walk a common road. I called you to walk a purposeful one. There are things you will do that others will not understand at first, but understanding from others is not what validates your calling. What matters is that you recognize my hand on your life and trust where I am leading you. I have placed a quiet knowing inside you, a sense that you are meant for something more, and that knowing is not your imagination, it is my voice guiding you forward. Do not ignore what you feel stirring inside you, because that is where your gifts are calling you to rise. When you silence that inner pull, you delay what I am trying to bring into your life. When you listen to it, even if you move slowly, you begin to step into alignment with your purpose. You do not need to have everything figured out right now. You only need to take the next step with trust. I will meet you in that step and continue to guide you as you move forward. There will be people who doubt you, and there will be moments when your own thoughts try to limit you, but neither of those define what I have placed inside you. I see the full picture of who you are becoming, not just who you have been. I see the strength you are growing into, the wisdom you are gaining, and the impact your life will have when you fully embrace your gifts. You are not small in my eyes, and you are not ordinary in my design. You are chosen for a reason that is still unfolding, and every day you move closer to understanding it more deeply. Stay rooted in me, because your strength comes from your connection with me, not from what others say about you. When you feel uncertain, return to that connection and remember that I do not make mistakes. You were not created randomly, and you were not given your gifts by chance. Everything about you carries intention, and everything you are becoming carries purpose. Walk forward with that truth, and you will begin to see doors open in ways you did not expect. That feeling was never meant to fade. It was meant to grow stronger until you finally recognized its source. I am drawing your attention to it now because the time has come for you to stop overlooking what I have placed within you. There were seasons when you doubted yourself deeply, and in those moments you almost convinced yourself that you were not capable or not enough. But even in those times, your gifts did not disappear. They simply waited for you to see them clearly. I allowed certain struggles to remain so that you would not build your identity on temporary success, but on a deeper understanding of who you truly are. Your strength was being formed in quiet places where no one could see, and that strength is now becoming part of your foundation. You are not fragile in the way you once believed. You are being shaped into someone steady and grounded. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. You have also noticed how you see things differently from others, how you feel things more deeply, and how you often understand situations in ways that surprise even you. This is part of the combination I placed within you, and it is meant to guide you, not confuse you. What you carry is not meant to isolate you. It is meant to position you in places where your perspective and your presence can bring change. There are moments ahead where your voice will matter more than you expect, and where your actions will influence more than you realize. I am preparing you for those moments, even now. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You have spent time trying to shrink parts of yourself so you could fit into spaces that felt easier, but that was never where you were meant to stay. I did not design you to reduce your light just to be accepted. I designed you to walk in truth, even when it feels uncomfortable. The pressure you felt to become less than who you are was not from me. It was from environments that could not recognize your value. When you step away from that pressure, you begin to see yourself more clearly. You begin to understand that your differences are not weaknesses, they are part of your assignment. There is also something you must release, and that is the belief that you need permission from others to step into your calling. I have already given you what you need, and I have already placed the direction within you. Waiting for approval will only delay what I am trying to move forward in your life. You do not need to be perfect before you begin. You only need to be willing to move with faith. Every step you take with trust opens another door, and every door leads you closer to the life I have prepared for you. You may still feel unsure at times, and that is natural, but uncertainty does not mean you are on the wrong path. It simply means you are growing into something new. I am not asking you to have complete clarity in every moment. I am asking you to stay connected to me and keep moving forward. When you do that, I will guide you in ways that become clearer with each step. You will begin to notice patterns, confirmations, and opportunities that align with what I have been placing in your heart. Type 222 to receive blessings. There are people who will enter your life who recognize what you carry, and they will not try to change you or limit you. Instead, they will support and encourage what is already within you. I will bring those people at the right time, and they will be part of your journey, not a distraction from it. Until then, do not feel discouraged if you feel misunderstood by others, because that does not define your worth. What matters is that you remain true to what I have placed inside you. You are also stepping into a season where you will begin to see the results of what has been forming within you. It may not happen all at once, but it will happen in ways that confirm that you are on the right path. Small moments of clarity will turn into larger moments of breakthrough. What once felt distant will begin to feel within reach. This is not something you need to force. It is something you need to walk into with trust and consistency. Remember that your gifts are not only for your own growth, they are meant to impact others as well. There are people who will find strength because of your words, peace because of your presence, and direction because of your example. You may not always see the full effect of what you do, but it will be real and it will matter. I am placing you in positions where your life will speak in ways that go beyond what you expect. This is part of why your journey has been so carefully shaped. Do not be afraid of the responsibility that comes with your gifts, because I would not give you something you are not able to carry. I am with you in every step, strengthening you as you grow into what I have prepared. When you feel overwhelmed, return to me, and I will remind you that you are not doing this alone. My presence is your foundation, and my guidance is your direction. You are not left to figure this out by yourself. There is a confidence that is beginning to rise within you, and it is not based on pride, it is based on truth. It is the understanding that you were created with purpose and that your life has meaning beyond what you once believed. This confidence will help you stand firm when doubt tries to return. It will help you continue when things feel uncertain. It will remind you that you are walking in something greater than your fears. You may not always understand why certain doors open while others close, but each movement is part of a greater direction. I am aligning your path in ways that protect you from what is not meant for you and lead you toward what is. There are things you once desired that did not work out, and you may have felt disappointment or confusion in those moments. But what you did not see then is what I was protecting you from and what I was preparing you for. Not every opportunity was meant to carry your gifts, and not every place was meant to hold your presence. I allowed certain paths to end so that you would not become rooted in something that could not support your purpose. What I have for you requires the right environment, the right timing, and the right alignment. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. You are entering a phase where clarity will begin to replace confusion and where direction will begin to feel more natural. It will not come all at once, but it will come in steady steps that build your confidence. You will begin to recognize what feels right, not based on pressure, but based on peace. That peace is one of the ways I guide you, and when you learn to trust it, you will move with more certainty. Do not ignore that inner calm when it appears, because it is part of how I lead you forward. Type 1010 if you trust God. You have carried burdens that were never meant to stay with you, and it is time to release them. Some of those burdens came from expectations placed on you by others, and some came from the way you judged yourself. I am not asking you to hold on to what weighs you down. I am asking you to let it go so you can move freely. When you release what does not belong to you, you make space for what I am bringing into your life. You cannot carry both at the same time, so choose to trust me and set those weights down. There is also a healing that has been taking place within you, even if you have not fully noticed it yet. The things that once affected you deeply are beginning to lose their hold, and your heart is becoming stronger in a quiet way. This is not because you have become distant or closed, but because you are being restored and renewed. I am strengthening you from within so that you can move forward without being held back by past pain. What once felt like a wound is becoming a source of wisdom and strength. Type 555 to affirm. As you continue on this path, you will begin to see connections that you did not see before. Moments that once seemed unrelated will start to make sense, and you will understand how they were all part of your preparation. Nothing you went through was wasted, and nothing you experienced was without purpose. Even the times when you felt alone were shaping your ability to stand strong and trust me more deeply. You are not the same person you were before, and that growth is part of what will allow you to step into what is ahead. There will be opportunities that come to you that feel aligned in a way you cannot fully explain. They will not feel forced, and they will not feel like something you have to chase. Instead, they will feel like something that meets you where you are, as if they were always meant to arrive at this moment. When those opportunities come, do not hesitate or doubt yourself, because they are part of what I have been preparing you for. Step into them with confidence, knowing that I am guiding you. You will also notice that your voice is becoming stronger, not louder in volume, but clearer in truth. You will begin to express yourself in ways that feel more authentic and less influenced by fear. This is important because your voice carries part of your gift, and it is meant to be heard. Whether through your words, your actions, or your presence, what you carry has the ability to reach others. Do not hold back what I have placed within you, because it was never meant to stay hidden. There may still be moments when doubt tries to return, and that is something you will need to recognize and move past. Doubt does not come from me. It comes from fear and uncertainty that try to pull you away from your path. When you feel it rising, return to the truth of who you are and what I have told you. Remind yourself that you were created with intention and that your life is guided by me. That truth will help you stand firm when doubt tries to weaken your confidence. You are also learning how to trust yourself in a new way, not based on pride, but based on alignment with me. The more you stay connected to me, the more clearly you will understand your own direction. You will begin to make decisions with greater clarity, and you will feel less confusion about what to do next. This is part of your growth, and it is something that will continue to develop as you move forward. Trust this process, even when it feels unfamiliar. There is a momentum building in your life, even if it feels slow at times. What is being set in motion now will lead to changes that you will begin to notice more clearly. It will not be sudden in a way that overwhelms you, but it will be steady in a way that strengthens you. I am not rushing you into something you are not ready for. I am leading you into something you can grow into fully. This is how your purpose unfolds, not in chaos, but in order and intention. Do not look back with regret at what did not happen, because what is ahead holds more than what was behind. You are moving forward into something that is aligned with who you are becoming, not who you used to be. The past has shaped you, but it does not define your future. I am doing something new in your life, and it is something that reflects the uniqueness I placed within you from the beginning. Stay focused on where you are going, not where you have been. What you are feeling is alignment, the moment where your inner understanding begins to match the truth I have always known about you. You are beginning to see yourself through a clearer lens, and that clarity will continue to increase. For a long time, you have been measuring yourself based on what you thought you lacked, instead of recognizing what you already carried. You looked at others and assumed they had something you did not, but you were never meant to compare your path to theirs. What they carry is not what you carry, and what you carry is not meant to look like anyone else's journey. I did not design your life to follow someone else's pattern. I designed it to unfold in a way that reflects your unique purpose. When you finally release comparison, you begin to walk with freedom. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are also learning to trust the pace of your life, even when it feels slower than what you expected. I am not in a hurry, and I am not late. I am precise. Every delay you experienced was protecting you from stepping into something before you were ready. Every pause had a purpose, even when you did not understand it at the time. Now you are starting to see that timing is not about speed, it is about readiness, and you are becoming ready in ways that will soon become clear to you. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You have carried a quiet resilience that has brought you through moments you thought would break you. There were times when you felt like giving up, times when you felt unseen, and times when you questioned if anything would change. But you continued, even when it was difficult, and that persistence has shaped you into someone stronger than you realize. That strength is part of your gift, and it will support you in the next steps of your journey. You did not come this far to stop now, and I did not bring you this far to leave you here. There are also ideas and desires within you that you have not fully acted on yet. Some of them you pushed aside because you were unsure, and some you ignored because you thought they were too small or too unrealistic. But those ideas were not random. They were placed within you for a reason. They are connected to your gifts, and they are meant to be explored. You do not need to have all the answers before you begin. You only need to take the first step and allow me to guide the rest. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. As you move forward, you will begin to notice that things start to align more naturally. What once felt confusing will begin to make sense, and what once felt distant will begin to feel closer. This is not coincidence, it is alignment with the path I have set for you. When you walk in alignment, you do not need to force things, you simply need to remain open and attentive. I will continue to place the right opportunities, the right connections, and the right moments in your path. There will also be a shift in how you see yourself when you face challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as signs to stop, you will begin to see them as moments to grow. You will understand that challenges are not there to block you, but to strengthen you. Each difficulty you face will add to your understanding, your patience, and your resilience. You will no longer be shaken in the same way, because you will recognize that you are capable of moving through what comes your way. You are also stepping into a deeper sense of purpose, one that goes beyond what you can explain to others. It is a knowing that your life carries meaning and that your presence matters in ways you may not fully see yet. This purpose is not something you need to chase, it is something you need to live. When you live in alignment with who you are, your purpose naturally expresses itself through your actions and your choices. It becomes part of how you move through the world. There may still be moments when fear tries to return, especially when you are about to step into something new. That fear is not a signal to stop. It is a signal that you are moving beyond what is familiar. Growth often feels uncomfortable, but that does not mean it is wrong. I am with you in those moments, giving you the strength to move forward even when it feels uncertain. You do not need to wait until you feel completely confident. You only need to trust me and take the step. Your environment may also begin to change as you continue to grow. Some things will fall away, and some new things will come into your life. This is part of your alignment, and it is necessary for your growth. Not everything that was once part of your life is meant to stay, and that is not something to fear. I am making space for what belongs in your next season, and that space is important. Trust that what is leaving is being replaced with something that supports your purpose. You will also begin to see the impact of your presence on others more clearly. The way you speak, the way you act, and the way you carry yourself will influence people in ways you may not expect. You may not always realize it, but your life will be a source of encouragement and strength for others. This is part of why your journey has been so intentional. What you have experienced has given you a depth that others will connect with. Do not underestimate what you carry, because it is more powerful than you think. What seems simple to you may be exactly what someone else needs. What feels natural to you may be something that others struggle to understand. This is why your gifts matter, and this is why your life has purpose. You are not here by accident, and you are not walking this path without direction. You have reached a point where you can no longer return to the way you used to think about yourself. That version of you has already begun to fade, replaced by a deeper awareness of who you are and what you carry. Even when you try to doubt yourself now, something inside you resists it. That resistance is not accidental. It is the truth within you rising to the surface. I am reminding you of your identity so that you stop settling for less than what you were created for. Type 222 to receive blessings. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. There is a responsibility that comes with understanding your gifts, and that responsibility is not meant to burden you, but to guide you. When you know what you carry, you begin to move differently. You begin to make choices that align with your purpose, instead of choices that only bring temporary comfort. This does not mean you will never feel uncertain, but it means you will not ignore what you know deep inside. You will begin to act with intention, even in small ways. You have spent time waiting for a moment that would suddenly change everything, but what I am showing you now is that your life changes through consistent steps. There is no single moment that defines your entire path. There is a series of moments where you choose to trust me and move forward. Each step builds on the last, and over time those steps create a life that reflects your purpose. You are already in that process.